All right, we're just going to go quickly through the joints of the extremities. So we've got some articulated extremities here so you can see which bones make up which joints. Clearly the bone in my left hand here is the scapula. This is our humerus, and you can see right there the head of the humerus fits into the glenoid cavity of the scapula, and that is our shoulder joint. We move down to the distal end of the humerus. Okay, here is our olecranon process. Here's our olecranon fossa. Okay, so the humerus and the ulna make up the elbow joint. We see our radius here, but it's not considered part of the elbow joint. Okay, and then you'll see how at the distal end of the ulna and the radius, it articulates with the carpals. All right, we've got our proximal row of carpals and we've got our distal row of carpals. And then don't forget, here is that saddle joint between the first metacarpal and the trapezium, one of the carpal bones. This is the joint that allows you to do the action called opposition, which is touching your thumb to your fingers. All right, I'm going to move this guy out and I'm going to bring in the lower extremity. Oh, that's rather noisy. All right, so here's our os coxae. Here's the head of our femur right here. The head of the femur fits into the acetabulum of the os coxae. This is our hip joint. When we move down to the distal end of our femur, okay, we have the condyles of the femur fitting into the condyles of the tibia, and this is the knee joint. And I am going to do a video on the knee joint itself with all of its ligaments and so forth. While we're here, let's quickly talk about the patella because I kind of left it out of the last video. So the patella is your quote-unquote kneecap, all right? It is a sesamoid bone. It's embedded in the patellar tendon that comes from your quads, crosses your knee joint, and attaches to your tibial tuberosity. We go down to the distal end of the tibia and the fibula. Now you can see that ankle joint. Okay, here's that flexion and extension of the ankle. Here's our tibia, here's our fibula, here's our talus. And those are our joints.